Hey, Tammy. Yeah, what's left of the finish line this morning. Yeah, as you can see behind us, they are dismantling things here this morning out here in the cold. When Adam says it feels like 3 degrees, he's not kidding.
I didn't even know what 3 felt like until today.
We know
it's
now.
not feeling good, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is extremely cold out here. Of course, we had a much different plan on being out here this morning. We planned to be here for the Mississippi Blues Marathon. That got canceled. Coming in this morning, you could tell the roads are so icy.
They are icy. You know, in some patches you'd hit, it would feel like you didn't even have brakes on your car as you're trying to slide along the road to get here. I saw more traffic than I expected.
Yeah.
Most folks seem to be heading to the hospitals in the area. You know, those workers don't get a break in weather like this, but I can tell you, if you've been out on the roads, you know they made the right decision in calling this race off.
Yeah, a really tough decision to make as well. We were talking with some of the organizers this morning about making that decision and what all went into that, and you know what all happens next as well. But as you see, they're beginning to break things down now, and it's just, you know, another process in all of this.
Yeah, in fact, we have Brian Lag with us from Blue Cross Blue Shield. I can barely talk with this cold weather. And you know, Brian, you are here to be our race expert today because you've been here since the beginning. Talk to us through what you guys were thinking about when you had to make the decision to cancel.
Well, we monitor the weather and the conditions. Obviously, we have a really large footprint for the metro area and Mississippi coming in, but we also have a corresponding kids race, which is really a celebration. It's a great opportunity. Over 2,700 kids had registered. Some were coming from as far away as Meridian. So we had to monitor weather. We had to look at conditions, and when some of the schools started letting us know that they were not going to be able to shuttle, you know, 500 students in, we knew that first and foremost the goal of the race is to celebrate health and wellness and the Blues and our hospitality. But then first and foremost, it's runner safety. And not only runners, it takes, as y'all have seen, even in the teardown, a really large number of volunteers. And the safety of the runners and the volunteers was first and foremost. And when we talked to JPD and they were having concerns about the motorcycle escorts being safe, we knew that it was really a no-brainer. And that the safety of not only the runners, but volunteers, spectators, and all the support was really first and foremost.
Because it's not the cold. Runners will get out here, they'll run in any temperature. It's been colder than this, in fact, at the start of the race.
Yeah, the third year in 2010 when we moved out of Fondren to the old Capitol, temperatures were about like this, and we actually had a little bit of snow, but we didn't have a wet surface and all of this sleet and ice, which really makes the footing, as you've seen people just walking around here tearing down, slip and fall. So not safe to walk, much less run, and so it was the right decision.
And there are some very dedicated runners we want to add, because several of them did show up this morning to pick up their packets, and they were ready. They were, you know, in their gear, ready to run this morning, but again, the decision that they just couldn't get out here and do it. What did some of those people say to you when they came to pick up their packets? They were ready to go, even though things were canceled.
Yeah, some are ready to go. Some have come, obviously, from almost all 50 states, foreign countries. We had people registered from as far away as Cairo and Johannesburg. So you really hate it for them. By and large, people have been really understanding, especially those that have actually come down to the start-finish line. They've seen the conditions. They understand. They would have been at risk. Everybody would have. And so, believe it or not, really positive overall. You'll always have a few that'll complain, but people have been very understanding, supportive, and there's actually a crew that will be leaving in 2 different waves later today. Our event partners with First Light in Mobile for a back-to-back event, and so shuttles will start around 11:30 or so today, taking a crew of around 80 runners. There are around 400 in total that we're going to run either the half or full today, and then do likewise in Mobile tomorrow.
It's impressive. I mean, it is impressive. And they're getting out early on the roads because I know that it's not necessarily going to be safe or easy to get to Mobile.
It will take a lot longer than normal, and so we've just urged anybody out on the roads, especially with the event linkage with Mobile, go early, take your time. It's not worth it, and we've had really good feedback from them and great support, thanks to y'all. And when David Hartman says he's concerned about being a lead cyclist for our runners, you know that it's serious.
Yeah, you take it seriously. One thing I want to talk to you about, you know, we've seen the incredible I'm going to call it swag that runners get for participating in this race. My husband's a marathon runner. He was supposed to run today, said it's better than he's gotten anywhere in the country. What happens to some of that stuff, specifically the medals and things like that?
Well, and that's one of the things that you've seen here today, people wanting to come and still look at or get the medal.
Yeah.
And along with the hospitality, that's one of the things we've really prided ourselves on is the music and then what they get. It's authentic. They really like the character of the medals, the CDs or DVDs, the gear and so forth. And what we'll try and do is find a charity that can make the best use of it. There are 2 or 3 national 501c3s that will take it. A lot of times they'll melt them down, recycle them, and in some cases send them to other countries for their kids programs where they're not quite as advantaged, and hopefully we'll get the opportunity to leverage that and somebody else can get some use out of them.
Yes, this is just amazing. We saw some of the runners are actually out here. They're taking pictures of us out here in the cold. They're still hanging out. They got their bags, they got their swag, and they're out here hanging out, just I guess enjoying the elements and watching everybody take everything down. But again, this is such an amazing race, and the dedication that you all have for it and that the runners have for it is so amazing. And to see them come out this morning still wanting to participate just shows that y'all have put on a really great event for the past almost decade.
Well, and you can't pull it off without a lot of support.
Yeah.
Not just the media outlets that get the word out, but JPD, all of the folks that go into volunteering. We've had a lot of success, and really one of the marquee signatures of the event is the hospitality. And when people rate the marathons across the country, one of the things they say over and over again is, I've never come to an event where people thanked me for coming to their town. And so, you're disappointed for them. In the long run, this was obviously the wise choice. The good news, if there is a silver lining in that sky up there, is that while the kids' race today was canceled, that is going to occur. We're going to find an alternate date.
Oh, wonderful.
And so those kids, which is actually over 2,700 that signed up, will be able to celebrate
I had no idea it was that big.
And get their own recognition.
That's wonderful.
So we're excited about that, disappointed, but it was something that was very important for those kids and their families and schools to be able to celebrate and have the recognition they deserve on their own day.
Okay, Brian, again, this is not how we intended or expected to spend our morning with you out here. But gosh, what an experience to get able to be here with you. And we're so grateful that the Blues Marathon is here in Jackson.
Well, we're excited too. Hate the circumstances turned out, but thanks again for y'all's support, and we'll look forward to the future.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you so much, Brian. And we're going to send things back to the studio now, and y'all can check in with us a little bit later on this morning. We'll still be here.
Oh, we will.
Maybe it'll be 5 degrees by then.